They say university makes students. Here, students make university. So with the slogan of Think Big, I, Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day, would want to welcome you all in today's webinar on building careers for tomorrow, role of parents. And I hope that you all are safe, sound, and happy from wherever you're taking this webinar from. So before we dive deep into the knowledge we're going to get today, let me introduce you to our experts today. We have two experts with us today. First, Ms. Malvinder Gill, Deputy Dean, Division of Student Relationship, Assistant Director and Head of Department, Department of Counseling and Happiness, LPU. She is a magnetic personality with over 13 years of experience here and has been an alumni of Punjab University and City of London Polytechnic. She has worked as lecturer of law in GNDU, solicitor in London, and much more in her concerned department. She highly preaches to stay happy by having right attitude, focus, and desire to learn. Ma'am, I heartily welcome you here in the webinar. And I shall take this moment to introduce all the attendees to our second expert, Professor Archana Malik, Deputy Dean, Head Department of Soft Skills, Center for Professional Enhancement, Lovely Professional University. She is an MBA graduate from IBS Chandigarh and has been a corporate trainer and certified NLP trainer since then. She has conducted many workshops on career assessment, leadership, positive thinking, critical thinking, self-branding for students and professionals. And she leads a team interested to build future leaders. She has more than 13 years of experience in innovating different workshops with experiential learning and has created a niche for her career. And she has been setting new benchmarks every day. Ma'am, I sincerely welcome you here in the webinar. And
Thank
with
you so
this,
much,
I
Himanshi.
shall take no time, ma'am, and over to you, Malvinder, ma'am, and looking forward for an amazing session.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Himanshi. That's very kind of you. Good afternoon, Malvinder ma'am, and good afternoon to everybody who's joined here from the various parts of the world. I'll not say the country, but the world. So, ma'am, as a parent, what is the first thing that comes to every parent's mind is a lot of concerns that a parent has, especially the fact that, okay, what are the things that we need to take care? What are the things, what are the dreams that we have for a child? How will they be fulfilled? Can you help us throw some light on the various concerns that usually a parent has in mind when they're thinking of taking admission of their children?
I completely, back up your question, because this is a very common question that any parent, when the child is going to a university or a college for the first time after they've left their school, there is always a constant dilemma. What is the kind of university that I'm going to send my child to? They are on crossroads. Very difficult for them to decide, because there are thousands of institutions that we have seen in India as well as abroad now, I can say. So which is the right university that they should send their child? What are the various, career options that the child will have? So along with their concerns, they always also have certain expectations. They want to send their children to an excellent academic institution where the child is not only going to study their core subjects and get some technical knowledge, but along with that, the child needs to be prepared in skill enhancement, because that is the area where the child is going to get placed. Also, they need to know what are the course options that are available. These days, we've seen that children are not doing the regular courses. So they need an institution that is offering them a varied selection of courses where they can put their passion and learn their courses that they want to do at the same time. And along with that, how can a child study when the atmosphere is not homogeneous? So they need to have a supportive atmosphere somewhere where they can match their passion, match their skills, and also learn at the same time. So keeping that in view, I think those are the kind of institutions or universities that the children should be sent. So those are the main concerns and expectations. And what I can say is that over a period of our presentation with our parents today, we will tell them that they are probably sitting in the right webinar today, knowing that, and we're going to tell them everything about Lovely Professional University, because these are the areas that we take care of in our university all the time. So let's sum up for them.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So I must say the way you put them across, very valid concerns. What are the courses that a person has to take forward to? What is the kind of environment that the child will get? How's the the scholars going to be benefited from the course? What are the placements that they're looking at? How safe is the child going to be? So these are the major concerns that I understand, and I'm sure a lot of parents here present today would have the same questions. I'll just add on something here. So in case any of the parent has any question, you can please put it across in the chat board. We will definitely like to answer your questions as we go on with the presentation. Though majorly we will cover every point. However, in case there's something else that you want to ask, please feel free to put ahead. Himanshi, may I please request you to move on to the next slide, please? Yeah, thank you. So I think ma'am has already mentioned all the major concerns. Ma'am, if I have to sum it up, Himanshi, can I have the next slide? Yeah, thank you. So primarily what we're looking at is the fact that there's quality teaching. There has to be the right course. There has to be the right kind of professors providing the same thing. The placements, the opportunities that the child is getting has to be correct. The person has to be ready to take on the world tomorrow. Okay, for the industry or somebody wants to be an entrepreneur in any fashion. How safe is the environment, as you mentioned, and how well is the child developing oneself in terms of the scholastic development or the holistic development, both ways? And what are the various facilities? So I'd like to know from you, ma'am, how do you think LPU fits the bill here?
LPU fits it in all the fashion. Now, if I take that, we do quality education. What is quality education? That we have faculty that is well prepared before they go and take the classes. Then also, whenever we are preparing the students for placements, let me assure the parents that we are taking care of placements right from the beginning. That means that we have put in our courses a special course which is called, maybe professional development courses, where they are learning soft skills, how they can, analytical skills, verbal ability, how to communicate. And whenever we have any placements, then whenever we are thinking that there is going to be a company, now we are going to look at the company, what are the job requirements of the company, prepare the students accordingly. They have regular classes where they are prepared for their communication skills, where they are prepared for their analytical skills. We have trained trainers all the time taking care of them. And so we are specifically, homing in on everything that is required by the company. So the child is totally ready with group discussions, with interview, with making their, curriculum vitae. Everything is taken care of. The fourth thing that the thing that you've written over is safe environment. We will be covering that in a minute. But how many we have, security guards over here. We have a safe environment to study. We have libraries. We have extracurricular activities. So taking care of all this, we are taking the second last point is holistic development. That's what I insisted on earlier also, that along with the studies, what the corporate sector or what the job sector is looking for is the child is holistically developed. So all the facilities, all the training, all the environment is created in Lovely Professional University in such a manner that by the time the child comes out of here, he is totally skilled and developed at the same time. And we will be showing you the facilities that are available in Lovely Professional University regarding that.
Brilliant. So if I talk about this, at times there are a lot of parents, ma'am, who would come across and have this question in mind when a child is shy. Okay, usually these children have been within a very safe environment at home, but now we are exposing them to any of the colleges or any of the universities as such. If I talk about LPU being the largest private university where we house the maximum amount of students in a single campus, when we look at that, there would be certain challenges that these children who've been always, supported by parents throughout, how do they cope up in this environment?
See, it's this is again a very valid question. It happens very often. People are coming from various parts of the country, various parts of the world. If most of the people have gone to school, from their home, for the first time, they are facing new academic way of studying, different type of courses. Also, they are either living in the hostel or maybe they are living outside, but most of them prefer to stay in the hostel because hostel facilities are very good in Lovely Professional University. So how does either a child can feel, oh, I'm feeling very shy. Now, what we have here is an excellent system where we have extracurricular activities. The student can take part in that. Also, they have a personal mentor. Every single student will get a personal mentor who is in charge of the student, who takes care that the student academic record is looked at. Whatever is the issue with the child can go and talk to that mentor. Then we have our division of student relationship over here. They can approach them and we will guide them the right way. Along with that, like I mentioned earlier also, that we have our whole system, our curriculum only is developed in such a manner that we have soft skills classes, we have communication classes. So the child comes out of this shy mode and very quickly starts adapting to the situation. So we make all the arrangements over here at any point in time, whenever the child is feeling that I can't, I don't have any friends, the atmosphere is only such that he's able to make some friends, he's able to adapt himself. And this is one of the learnings that is very important for the child to later on and, cope up with the job sector or whenever they might get posted to some place. So we prepare them all along. So I can assure the parents that you don't need to worry on that factor. We are always there to help the child.
That's brilliant. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that. Himanshi, if I may request for the next slide. So the way you said, yes, whether we are talking about students at LPU in terms of training them for holistic development or making sure that we are focusing not only the jobs, but also the careers. So you'll be very happy and proud to know the fact that during the pandemic, LPU had 7,200 plus placements all across the country and the globe as well. So you can name any of the companies, let that be Optimizer, Bosch, Infosys, Infineon, TCS, Amazon, you name it. And we had every company on campus hiring students, whether virtually or maybe through, on the campus. We also did not stop right here. Himanshi, may I request you for the next slide, please? We had companies which were 285 plus, which offered dream packages. And 62 plus companies went ahead and offered packages during the pandemic, which were above 10 LPA. The 1600 plus recruiters, which were majorly here, were these. So this is not only IT, we're talking all across the zone. So it is whether you're talking about Aditya Birla Group, you're talking about Pega, you're talking about PVS, you're talking about Kellogg's, you name it, LPU had it all here. Along with that, we have a few questions in the chat box, if I may answer them. One of them is, please speak about BTech, AI, and data engineering. This is by Mr. Durga Prasad Ram. So, Mr. Durga Ram, if I may say, this is just one glimpse of when we're talking about placements. Himanshi, may I request for the next slide to answer this question, please? You'll be very happy and proud to know the fact that LPU had a record-breaking package of rupees 3 crore, where one of our students was placed in Germany. We did not stop there. Our students also were placed in Google at a package of 64 lakh, and another student placed in other companies with a package of 64 lakh and a whooping 62.7 lakh. These are just a few of the top glimpses that we had. And all these 3 students were definitely from computer science. So I think that answers your question, sir. When we talk about the fact that, yes, our students are getting, placed, whether that is BTech data science or BTech artificial intelligence or any of the engineering apart from that. We also have a question from Dr. Ashwini Rana. Having said that, he says, have a good afternoon, dignitaries. As of now, my kids are in class 7th, but still we're concerned about their secure and successful future. I mean, what courses must they opt for where they are for better prospect? Kindly suggest if possible at this point of time, so they may be channelized accordingly. That's a very nice question, Dr. Rana, I must say. And I love the fact that, when your children are growing up, you're already worried about their future. But I think it would not be right for us to comment on any one, any one of the courses. Rather, I would ask you and I would suggest that why don't you walk inside our campus one of the days and let the child go through the various counseling sessions and understand what is his or her interest. After that, the child can also go through a psychometric profiling test where the child is able to identify what kind of a personality the child has and what courses can be best. After that, it would be right for us to suggest. So instead of coming and pushing across the course where the child's passion is something else, we would want the child to come across, have a counseling with our esteemed counselors who are here, and an entire dedicated team which is completely devotional to the fact that yes, we want the students with the correct career, with the correct zeal in mind. We would want them to go through that and also probably go ahead with one of the tests across and find out how to go about the various things across. But ma'am, I'll just move forward from here. So this is one of the facts that we have in terms of placements. But at times, I think what Dr. Rana has said, that's put a thought in my mind. A lot of us as parents have the fact that we're going to be away from our children when they're going to be on campus. Okay, so how do we make sure we are connected to the campus, we're connected to the authorities? How do I know how is my child progressing through these days? So how do we go about it?
See, we have taken care of everything, and I would like to assure the parents that this is one of the first things that we thought of. That it's very important when you're sending your child away, you can't really get posted to the same place. So there is a mobile application, just like you have WhatsApp, we have a mobile application called LPU Touch. And I would like you to make a note of all this because it is very important that you know that this LPU Touch is very easy to download. It's simple example that I would like to give you is kind of WhatsApp. Now, what happens once you have downloaded the app, you are as connected with the university as your child or the faculty is. So what you can see on this app is right from the beginning, what is the child's timetable, what is attendance is required, how many classes he's attended, when are his class tests, what we call, continuous assessment, when is the midterm exam, when is the end term exam, what are the kind of scores the child is getting. So you are as much in control of the child as much as the child is of himself. So once you've downloaded the app, you will be able to in touch with the child. So if he's gone to attend his class in the morning from 9 to 10, within 10 minutes, the attendance is put and you will come to know. So that's a very simple example. Once you come to the university and your child takes admission, we help you to download this application. So that's one way. The other way is university management system. That system is used across the board by the students, by the faculty, by anybody in the university, and also by the parents. So if you don't want it on your smartphones, you can have it on your laptop, on your PC, whatever you use in the house. So I will just show you, if we move on to the next slide, that how easy it is for you to download. So you can do it on your iPhones, you can do it on your normal smartphones, Samsungs, whichever you have, and we will be able to help you to do that. It is so easy that you will have your own registration number. So if your child's registration number is XYZ, you just need to put a P in front of it and you will have your own registration number matching to your child's registration number along with the password. So you can monitor your child sitting wherever in the world you might be every day on a daily basis, almost every hour, every minute. So this is what your registration number will look like. It will start with the P and the registration number of the child will be after that. And along with that, we also have a relationship management system. I think we can move on to the next slide. We will be able to show them that. So we have relationship management system. This is another platform that we have specially created for the students as well as for the parents. You can use the system. You have any inquiry, you have any suggestion, you have any complaint, you have any feedback to give us. We always welcome feedback from all angles, from all parents, because we are always ready to improve our systems to help the stakeholders. So we want that you should use the relationship management system very effectively. Let us know whatever your query is, and there is a whole dedicated team sitting in the division of student relationship. They are there helping you to answer your queries, answering that you can log on to the system, you can put your query, you will get an answer to your query through the system, and you can also track the system, where it is and what is it that we are replying to. So all these things are created so that sitting in the safety of your home, wherever you are in touch with Lovely Professional University and you are in touch with your child. Every minute you can monitor your child. So that is, I can assure you that you will never be alone. You can be with your child wherever you are.
Brilliant. Himanshi, if I may request for the next slide. So that's exactly what Melinda ma'am was talking about. So whether you have a complaint or a suggestion or request or inquiry, you can just go ahead and log on to LPU Touch and put your query across there. Himanshi, if we can look at the next one, please. Okay. Apart from LPU Touch, you can also log on to the UMS, as ma'am has mentioned very clearly. The same can be logged by the parents when they are at the system at any of the time, at any point of time, at their convenience, and put across whether it's a request for or a suggestion, whatever is comfortable for them. No questions get unanswered there. Okay, so that's important. Let me pick up a few quick questions that we have here. So we have Ms. Satakshi asking, what about the placements of law, 100% or only selected best students? Okay, that's a very valid question. We're not focusing only on one particular side. Ma'am, if I may answer this, when we talk about placements, what we do at LPU is we offer the best of placements across to all students. A student registers for the placements and is eligible. And then the way ma'am said, every child is provided with customized training. So for example, if you're talking about students of law here, that child will be provided the right kind of training that would be required for all the companies that are hiring in law. Now, it could be a company on campus, it could be a company off campus. We train all across children and the opportunities are open for all. So it's not 100% that only the top or the creme de la creme is dealt with. That's not our objective. When we believe at LPU is transforming education, transforming India. So we're trying to transform everybody all together. So we provide services for everybody together. The opportunities are for one and all. Okay. The question is by one of the parents here, which is about the safety of the child. I'm going to be talking about this in 1 minute. Let me just answer another one, which is on what are the placements of BTech biotechnology. As we talk right now, we have one of the major companies, no name said here, hiring for BTech biotechnology on campus today. And believe me, as I say, that most of the companies hire for the various niches that a child goes in for. So for example, if you're talking about BTech biotech, a lot of companies would come and hire for core, whereas a lot of other companies today also come across and hire students that would be required of biotechnology background in various companies. So it's not only going to be limited to one kind of companies. When we focus on placements, we focus across all lengths, all breadths of all disciplines and of all profiles. So when we talk about biotechnology placements, they are pretty huge. You can look at the exact numbers on the website, and I'm sure in the end, we will have Himanshi talking a little more about it. Okay, how the parents can see the results. The parents can see the results very clearly, as ma'am has said, through LPU Touch, through the UMS, you can log in. You have the entire UMS account of the child getting means I would say replicated for the parent, just that the login has to have the parent login and the password, which we request you not to share with your children. Okay, you can look at the marks of the child in the test. You can look at the marks of the child in towards which are the companies that are coming on placements. Is the child eligible? What are the packages? So every tiny progress. Has the child attended the class? Even that attendance that gets marked online can be checked by the parents sitting at home. So it's completely okay for you not to, think so much about it. It's all there with a simple touch. Okay, we are also getting a lot of questions towards safety. I think I should go ahead and answer that. Himanshi, if we could have the next slide talking about the facilities. Ma'am, would you like to put some light on this one, please?
Yes, I mentioned earlier also, it's always advisable for parents to ensure as far as possible that they should ask their wards to come and take admission in LPU. And along with that, we have a whole load of facilities available over here. Currently also we have, I think on an average, maybe more than 20,000 students staying in the hostels. So we have excellent residential facilities. Residential facilities are, everything is there, from 5G network to gym facilities to biometric attendance when they come in, go out. We have hostel wardens, we have security guards, we have CCTVs, you name it, we've got it in the hostel. So the campus itself is, we call it the LPU world. So we've got our own hospitals over here, we've got our own pharmacies over here, we've got our own mall, the picture that you're looking at the back. All the facilities are available in Lovely Professional University. The child need not go out hither and thither trying to find, ways of how, in case the person feels sick. Along with that, I would also like to tell you that sometimes what happens is, maybe you may have not asked that question yet, but I would like to answer it at this stage, that sometimes children are new, it's a new atmosphere, it's a new environment. Along with residential facilities, we've also taken care of their psychological and emotional concerns. We have a department called Department of Counseling and Happiness that is got trained counseling facilities. And here we are putting up the residential facility. We've got a mess plan. They can choose any type of food they want to eat. We've got in-house laundry facilities, transport facilities. We've also got mental support. I was telling you, we have our own hospital facilities. We have our own pharmacy over here, which is open 24 hours. We can go to the next slide. Apartment style housing, 5G enabled campus. We also have a facility where, in case the child wants to keep himself busy, earn while you learn. That means that they can go and take up some jobs in the university also. That's a very good idea, because it gives them how to the habit of managing their finances, time management, organizational skills, and also finance management. We have gym facilities, we have a very good indoor stadium, and some of the facilities in the stadium are Olympic level. So that is the kind of facility we have. And along with that, we have our counseling and happiness department too, where we have trained counseling psychologists to help them in case they are feeling any kind of, area where they want to come and talk to a psychologist. And we also have a 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days, an online counseling service, which we call Your Dost. They can go and visit that, where we have Google, they can have a video conference with them, they can make a phone call to them, and all these facilities are completely free for the student. They don't have to pay anything for it. All the facilities, all the counseling facilities, everything that kind of, I can assure you that nothing, no stone is left unturned in Lovely Professional University to make your child feel comfortable while he is with us.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll just highlight a little bit. You mentioned about the fact which was about the indoor stadium facility. May I request Himanshi for the next slide, please? Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be very happy and proud to know the fact that LPU made India proud. 12 out of 13 students who won medals in the Tokyo Olympics 2020 were from LPU itself. May I have the next slide, Himanshi, please? We take a lot of pride, it swells our heart with pride when we talk about Neeraj Chopra, who is a student of LPU, for becoming the first Indian to clinch the awards, whether you're talking about 1, 2, or 3. He is amongst the Diamond League that we have for the best throw for 89.08 m. This, ladies and gentlemen, makes us very, very proud. And this is the kind of facilities that we provide at LPU. I'm sure as parents, when you think about it, we're talking not only sports, we'll also talk a tiny bit about the academia here. May I have the next slide, Himanshi? When we talk about the professors of LPU, 13 of our professors are amongst the 2% of scientists of across the globe that we have. That was put across by the Stanford University of United States of America. So we don't have only, focusing on one part. We also have the QS ranking of the university, where this year LPU has ranked 9th in India, and we're amongst the top 300 of the world when we talk about the QS ranking 2023. Just to show you a glimpse, Himanshi, the next slide, please. Also, moving further, we did not stop there. The World University Ranking for 2023, you'll be very happy to know that LPU has ranked 23rd amongst the top universities of the country. So we don't stop anywhere, whether you're talking academia, whether you're talking, placements, whether you're talking facilities, you name it. And the way ma'am said, we are a single, campus, but we have a city in ourselves that we put across together. With that, I would request ma'am to tell us what is the road ahead for us.
the road ahead is very bright, what I can say, looking at, I mean, we've already covered so many points. We have hostel facilities, we have, we take care of their security also. And look at this, and the Times Higher Education World University ranking has placed us 23rd amongst the top universities of India. So, and we are not just talking private universities. We have taken the government universities and the private universities together. And this is an excellent ranking to have. And these rankings should assure you that we have worked very hard in order to reach that, I would say that level. And you can rest assured that your child is coming to one of the best universities, I can easily say maybe in the world today.
Yes, indeed.
So can we go to the next slide?
The next one.
So the road ahead, we can say, even from here, the famous slogans of Shri Narendra Modi, our Honorable Prime Minister of India, was in lovely Professional University on 3rd of January 2019. We were honored to have him for our convocation. And some of the famous slogans, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan. And the last one, Jai Anusandhan, was created in lovely Professional University. Yeah. So we feel that it is a moment of pride that we are sharing with you today. And we feel very, very happy that even Honorable Prime Minister has chosen lovely Professional University to have another, and this is what is going to take us. So the road ahead for the children are very bright. We welcome you. Please do come and visit the university and see for yourself. Meet our staff, see our facilities, talk to our faculty, and you can then rest assured that I have very rarely seen people go elsewhere looking. So please, most welcome, and thank you so much for joining this webinar with us today and listening to us patiently. We will take some more questions.
Yes, we'll pick up 2 questions before we'll let Himanshi take over. So there are 2 questions that I think we'd like to address. One was by Dr. Ashwini Rana asking that, okay, I think I'll have to wait till class 10th results of my children. Not at all, sir. I would rather put across this request. Please let us know. In case you want a counseling session for your child in the particular school, you can tell us the details of the school. We'd visit the school and also conduct a session there. If not, you can still, even if your child is in class 7th or 8th, you can still visit the university, let the child know, and then find out what is the right way to go ahead. You do not have to wait for class 10. Okay. I'll pick up another question that is by Mr. Durga Ram, which says, could you please explain us what does it really mean an internship to be? Okay. I'll just highlight this one. So what happens today is when you talk about the industry today, before, let me pick up BTech engineering, any of the engineerings, for example. So a lot of companies at a point of time had a fact that a student would pass out of 4 years of engineering and then pick up a child towards placement. It is very, very different today. We believe, or rather the industry believes in catch them young. So they believe they would want to hire the people because most of us, especially at LPU, we ensure that the first 2.5 years of the LPU engineering is primarily focused on developing all the competencies that the industry is looking at. Okay, so once we've developed that, a lot of companies say that we would want to hire the children on an internship, where a child gets hired within the 3rd year or the 4th year starting and serves the industry for a year or 6 months or 1.5 years, depends on the company's requirement, and then learns the entire skill set from the industry itself, just comes here, gives the exams that also if required, or proposes the final project report, and then gets converted into a pre-placement offer, and that's converted to placements. So if I may say it in simple words, the child gets an internship opportunity from a company, a child joins the industry, starts earning, which later on gets converted into a full-time placement. That is what is internship all about. Okay. So a lot of companies today hire the best of the talent and they prefer offering an internship before a child actually who's extremely competent and potential goes to any other companies, and they don't wait for so long. So they believe in catching them young. For a few other questions, what if the child is facing any ragging? Is by Mr. Sarang. We have an anti-ragging campus. However, there are certain helplines that I'm sure Himanshi will be able to provide you. If a child does face that, you can put across a complaint. And believe me when I say this, that it will be squarely dealt with. However, I can assure you we are a completely ragging-free campus, alcohol-free, drug-free, completely. Okay, so the child is very safe here. Okay, that is there. Uh, Okay, so there is a question that I have from Ms. Yasha Sinha, which is I got admission in LPU, but I'm confused to what to take between fashion management and communication and graphic design. Don't know what to take. Yasha, I'm going to request you if you could share your details with our, counselors. We will get back to you and help you with both the details and then counsel accordingly and see where your interest lies and where actually you can take up. Uh, what about the fee concessions or for defense personnel? Okay, so we have a lot of fee concessions and scholarship. They're mentioned in the on the website of LPU. However, I would request Himanshi to address these questions. Anything else that we can take up before I let Himanshi go ahead? I think that's majorly from our side. Himanshi, I think I would let you, go ahead with a few other questions that they have. You'll be able to, provide some knowledge there. I'll answer the last question that is there. What support do you provide for internship? Mr. Neeraj Bajaj, the complete responsibility for providing that opportunity for internship or placement lies on LPU. If a child registers for placements, the way Malvinder ma'am has explained, we will take complete responsibility of making sure the child is competent and goes through all the rigorous training to be, there sitting for that opportunity, whether it's internship or placement. That's completely our responsibility. All the child has to do is to register for those placements once it is open. Okay. Himanshi, all yours. Thank you so much, audience. It was lovely having you here, though we are still around in case you have any other question. Over to you, Himanshi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Archana ma'am, and thank you so much, Malvinder ma'am. It was really, really an insightful presentation. Seriously, and for the parents, I believe all the queries must have been resolved, and we could see like how they were interacting. I believe the queries, and they wanted to have an interaction. They wanted to know certain answers for their questions, and I believe they've got that. And considering there are a lot of questions about admissions and the process, how they can take, so I'll be taking. So, ma'am, with your permission, can I go with that?
Okay. Please go ahead, all yours.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Just in a moment, I'll share my screen, ma'am. Okay, so yeah, here it's the screen. Yes. Okay, I believe my screen is visible, ma'am, right?
Yes, it is, Himanshi. Please go ahead.
Okay. So for all the questions regarding admissions and where you can get our numbers, from where you can contact us, this is the only possible way, and that is lpu.in. It is very simple. You just have to type lpu.in in your browser. Once you click on the lpu.in, this will be the interface, and I believe this is something relatable. You must have seen in the presentation also, right? So this is the interface. You will be shown. This is basically all the things that are going on in the university, outside of the university, related to the university. So you can actually find out whatever things are happening inside the university as well. Now, since we're catering admission process, admission queries, so I'll just ask you to go to this admission option. And once you click on this admission option, you will be given this interface, right? We have all the segregated portions of the programs that we offer. Also, there's one thing that I would want to show you. There's this Disha. So once you click on this admission, okay, there's this Disha thing. Just a moment. Disha, right? You just click on this Disha. So like ma'am were telling in the presentation and in the seminar, that this is where you can take your psychometric test. So you can take your psychometric test online as well. Okay. I believe this is something that students would be more interested in, and they can just take this test and find out, okay, this is something they would like to go, or this course would be beneficial for them, or whatever they want to know. Okay, now we'll quickly move forward with our programs. So we have different programs in LPU, as you can see, after 12th, after graduation, post-graduation, 10th, diploma, doctoral programs, everything is particularly segregated. You just need to know what you want to do. Okay, so let's say we're taking an example. Let's say you have completed your 12th and you want to have an undergraduate program, right? So you just need to go to undergraduate and regular programs. So once you click on the regular programs, you will be given an interface where every discipline what we provide in LPU is visible on the screen itself. I believe you can see all the disciplines, engineering, management, law, and etc. Every discipline that is there in LPU, we provide you. Now, there were a few questions regarding engineering, right? And few questions regarding computer science and engineering. So let's just, this is the hot topic. This is a hot discipline as well. So we'll just take this as an example. Once you click on that computer science and engineering, you can see all the disciplines, all the programs that we offer. You can see in here, see BTech computer science and engineering, CAC. We do have our honors. We do have work integrated programs, industry collaborative programs, international credit transfer options, etc., etc. So you just need to click on any of the option that you want to. So for example, you want to take BTech computer science and engineering, just click on that BTech computer science and engineering, and you will be given this interface. And this is more than enough for anything that you want to know about a course, because everything is given on the site. So there are multiple options in here. You can see program details, highlights, curriculum, fees, scholarship program outcomes, how to apply. So we'll just go one by one, and I'll just brief a little about each and every option that is available. So program detail is very much important for anyone, because here you can actually find out the eligibility of the course. Are you eligible or not for particular course? For this, see, you can see you have to have at least 60% of aggregate marks in your 10+2, with physics, mathematics, and English should have been your subjects while you were studying in your 12th grade. However, if you did not have English, so we do have other conditions for you to be eligible for a particular course, right? But there is another thing that you can see in here is LPU Nest or CUET. So you need to have LPU Nest test or CUET test to be qualified before you can take your admission in the course, right? So we'll just in a moment we'll know how you can fill up your LPU Nest test as well. Okay, now we'll just directly move on to highlights. Either you can scroll a bit, or you can just directly click on the highlights or whatever option you want to see. So you can see the highlights, right? You can see the placements, the placement that parents were concerned about. You can directly see it on the site itself, on your own, on your device, anytime, any day you want to see, right? You can see the placement. This is the highest salary package that has been offered, and this is the average salary package, right? And we have our research publications, our patents and conferences and workshops, whatever have been happening in the course. This is all updated on the site, right? And deep you can see in here students achievement as well, what all our students have achieved while during the process and in the course. Okay, now there's one thing that's very important, and that is the ranking. You can actually find out the ranking of the course and of the discipline that you're looking for, and you can see all the rankings in here, and of other disciplines as well. Now there's something that's very important and very unusual that most of the universities don't provide. I believe this is the first university I see that they provide curriculum. They provide curriculum beforehand, like whatever you will be taught in your course, whatever you will be taught in your college, they do provide you whole curriculum of whole 4 years and whatever your program time is. You can see autumn term and spring term, and you can see all the topics in there. And once you click on this, there will be an expanded form of the topics as well. So basically you can just click on the topics, and you can just check, okay, this is something that I'm going to be taught while being in the course, and you can make a disciplined decision of whether you want to go in a particular course or not. So I believe this is very important for any student who want to take up any course, so that you know that this is something that you can learn while being in the course. Okay, now there's this is something that's again the most important part of a student, for a parent to be applying in any course, and that is the fee structure. Now see, you can see this is a 1,20,000 per semester fee. Okay, that is a native fee, but again most of our students don't pay this fee because they do get a lot of scholarships, and scholarships are generally based on their caliber, as in if they perform very good and they get good amount of scholarship. You can see in here, these are all the scholarship options that that are visible, and we have our categories in there. So you can see category 1, 2, and 3. And similarly, when you see the category, you see the 30% of the program fee, 25%. This is the scholarship, that is the reduced fee. So if you have scored good amount marks, like about 95% agreed marks in your 12th grade, or let's say you've had a JEE main percentile over 95, or you score good marks in LPU NEST test. I'll just in a moment tell you how much good is the marks that you can seek for category 1. So basically for all of these you can get 30% of the program fee, and then your fee will be reduced to 84,000 per semester. And same for category 2 and 3. Now you see in here this blue option, right? Category 1, you just click on this category 1, then there will be tentative cutoff that would be visible to you. Now once you click on this, you will be given all the cutoffs. This is tentative, right? So if your exam is of 400 marks, you can at least target to have at least 350 or 340 marks, because it can go maybe a 350, but it can go up to 350 as well based on the students and how they perform. So you target 350 so that you can get 30% of the scholarship on your program fee. And same for category 2, you have to at least target for 250, and for category 3 you at least have to have 150 or above. So this is how you can actually check what all scholarships you are eligible for. Now apart from these, let's say you're not able to get any of these scholarships, we do have a lot more scholarships as well. And for this we just need to click on this scholarship option. Once you click on the scholarship option, there will be multiple scholarships that are given in here. You can see scholarships based on JEE mains and other special scholarships and financial aids as well. So whatever scholarship you are eligible to, you just click on that and you just find out if you're eligible. You can just apply for the particular scholarship. I believe all the questions related fee and scholarships have been resolved. Now we'll go to very important thing, that is important dates. So this is something that one should look for, because the last date of applying for the test is 4th May, and it's not that far now. So you just start applying for the test, you start applying for the course as well, because after that you might not able to get your favorite course. So for you to be able to get your course, please start applying. It is just 4th May, it is just nearing, okay? And please do apply before 4th May, and after 4th May your 4th May your test result will be displayed on 6th of May 2023, and after that you will be having your counselings and other details that is already given on the site as well. Now the most important part, how you can apply. It's very simple. You just click on this apply now option. Once you click on this apply now option, you will be asked for certain details of yours, as in what's your name is and gender. It's a very basic details. And once you submit, you will be given a dashboard of yours, and with that dashboard you can directly apply for the test and your course. Now I believe all the queries related to the admission process and everything is clear. Okay, now even if you have any query, and if you want to have a counseling session, if you want to talk to our counselors, you can simply just click on this schedule a call, or you can WhatsApp us. The number is given on the site as well, and you can have live video counseling session as well. We have our counselors and they will be providing the assistance. Okay, now this is something for the students who cannot come in university and check the university, and they just want to know what how university looks like. Just simply click on this option, and the 360-degree views of the university campus will be visible to you on your device. So I believe all the queries regarding the admission process have been resolved. Now we'll take up any queries if there's anything left. Just a moment. Okay, when will the college start? Cause my child got admission for BTech CSC. Okay, ma'am, for this, I have just told you, you can directly call our counselors. They will be providing you all the assistance on the call as well. The college start date. Okay, this is something that is, again, the most of the question are like this. So you just need to call to our counselors and they will be telling you, because date will be little different for different batches and different courses, I believe. So for this, you need to have a little clarification from our counselors. You just simply call them or maybe WhatsApp them and they will be answering you. I believe all the queries regarding okay, I believe all the queries regarding admissions have been clear. Okay, We do have AI/ML course. For this, Keshav, you again need to call to our counselors. They will be providing the better assistance on this. And with this, ma'am, I would want to take your permission and permission from all the attendees and the parents who joined to wrap the session up, ma'am. Can I?
Sure.
Yes,
Please go
please.
ahead, Himanshi. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, then, ma'am. Thank you so much to all the attendees and parents to joining, and thank you so much, ma'am, Archana ma'am and Malvinder ma'am, to be here and to guide the parents of the and resolving their queries. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy, and ask your students to join in LPU because they will have a great future in here. And until next time, thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
everyone.
everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.